I'm not an evangelist and I still find this drop dead gorgeous. But the problem is, I'm a journalist. So talk of Fiat and I would go back to all the number crunching. 2012 sales figures, year on year, blah blah blah. But for once I think let's give this a fair chance. The badge is Italian. It reminds me of my childhood days. And this damsel here is certainly a memoir to those times. With the Linea, Fiat has got the design really right. The proportions is what is fantastic about it, and that despite being the older sibling to the Punto, it really does not look like a Punto with a snapped-on boot. But let me put it in typical words, a seamless integration. The fascia is beautiful. I'm pretty impressed with the interiors of the Linea. What is actually most impressive about the whole package is the MID. Now this is actually not basic, it's pretty advanced. So you can actually deactivate the passenger side airbags with it. You can have a rain sensor. And what I like most about it is the speed limit, because that is something my parents would really like about it. So when my dad/mom is sitting by my side, they always want to keep a check on my speed. And if it was accompanied by a beep, it would have been very handy for them. Now the rest of it all is actually a mixed bag. For example, the cup holders, now they're very basic and only good enough for paper cups. As far as the automatic climate control goes, good feature. But the stock music system is not very good. So it will not oscillate with your heartbeat. Forget resonance. The navigator comes with the absolute edition of the Fiat Linea. But the windscreen is so miles away that it becomes almost a project for me to go and fetch this and feed stuff into it. Now, which is actually very good because you will not be able to do it while you're driving. A safety feature, I guess. Now, since I am talking about safety, I should also talk about the seatbelt warning system. So it will not definitely let you drive for a long time without actually wearing the seatbelt, because it sets off an alarm, a beep, which is so irritating that you will be forced to stop and wear the seatbelt. I reckon it's got some extra marks on the Euro NCAP for this alone. The rear seats are pretty accommodating, but 3 full-grown passengers would not be very intrigued by the partly jutting rear AC vents and armrest up at the back. Plunging roofline could also be a pain for 6-footers. Now when I ask my friends about their opinion on the Fiat Linea, they tell me the plastic quality is not very good, the central console is dull and inspiring. But do I look like I care? Considering that this car has plucked the courage to actually be futuristic. Look at the Blue and Me feature, for example, or even the MID, which is pretty advanced. At this price point, it is clearly more feature-rich than the City and the Vento. Agreed, Fiesta Kinetic is feature-laden, but it is shamefully overpriced too. You must have heard everyone say Linea is a driver's car, and I will not repeat that, but that's exactly what I want to say. Multijet is the linchpin of Fiat's car, and it goes about doing its business well. The best thing about the car is the engine, which is a no show-off, and you can't hear it inside the cabin, though you may at times have the temptation to lower the volume of the audio deck for the revolutions. The ride quality of the car is good, and with an intentional upping of the underbelly of the car to 185 mm, Linea inspires a sense of confidence. Double-acting telescope dampeners don't let the car bottom out on rough roads. I reckon this must be the only car that sports the engine badge right on the front grille. Fiat is pretty proud of its possession. But the complacency I wouldn't say is setting in. The revival plan is in place. And who knows, tomorrow when Fiat becomes house to brands like the Jeep, Wrangler, this looker may have many takers.